Terraria. A game where you could somehow take 4 main classes and turn them into 70 different subclasses. Okay, well, maybe 70 is a bit of an exaggeration, but there's so many different ways to restrict yourself and beat this game that it's kind of ridiculous. Since some of these start getting really painful, I kind of decided to choose one that maybe won't make me rip my hair out. Yeah, apparently wands is a subclass. I didn't know this, but hey, it's a thing, and I'm willing to give it a shot to see how it goes. Please pray for me. These subclasses drive me insane.
Okay, this is kind of refreshing. You know, not spawning in and instantly seeing a jungle at your spawn, which I've never seen before. And yeah, that happened to me in my last video. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Anyways, wands only. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm scared of what's gonna come. I don't know, man. I mean, so far the luck is looking pretty good. I found a desert pyramid, which is pretty rare, at least in my experience, and thankfully it wasn't a useless pyramid. It actually had something pretty good. The carpet isn't like my favorite item, but it honestly did a lot more than you'd think it would. So I'm happy that I found that. That's not too bad. Oh my gosh, I can't even go left. Why? This is gonna be so painful. Please, no. So by this point, I didn't really have a weapon I can use to defend myself. So I started to try to search the surface to maybe find the wand of sparking, you know, the one weapon I can get early game that does a pretty good amount of damage ever since they buffed it. But unfortunately, I didn't really find many surface chests, so I didn't end up getting it. I had no way to defend myself, but I still tried to search the jungle. Maybe I can find some good accessories. I was kind of mainly here for the Anklet of the Wind, since I could never find it early game and it's always so difficult for me to find it. But unfortunately, some enemies have really good stealth mode and I'm not always able to see them. What? No way. Are you serious? At least I could collect fallen stars, I guess. Yeah, not the greatest luck. So after collecting a few stars, I pretty much just had my goal focused on getting the Anklet of the Wind or any useful accessories. Mainly the Anklet of the Wind because I need it for the lightning boots and Terra Spark, and the movement speed helps out so much. So much. But my luck, as per usual, is horrible, and here is just every single chest I found that just ended up being nothing. Nice. Shoe spikes. That's exactly what I needed. That's gonna do me wonders. Whoa! I'll take it. An armored cloud in a bottle? Okay. Maybe. Maybe Anklet of the Wind? It's always a staff of regrowth. Does I see a chest? I don't even know what that is. Okay, please. Anklet of the Wind. Oh, gosh. I like movement speed. I like to be able to move fast, so it'd be nice if the game, you know... Yo. So, maybe, right? A flipper. Yes. Thank you. Are you fucking kidding me? I did not do all this. Just, I can't with this early game. Yeah, early game could be a bit frustrating. So, I just decided to build the house. You know, get it all set up and nice so that when I come home, I'm not just standing on the grass with nowhere to hide. And I made myself a full set of armor, which would hopefully prevent me from dying as much. I mean, it's just lead, but hey, man, it's the best I can do since I can't craft a weapon still. Okay, full set of armor. That's basically it. Okay, I made it. Cool. Hermes boots. That is amazing. This is gonna have the Anklet of the Wind. I already know because I cheated. Bruh. No, it's not. It's gonna have a useless staff of regrowth because why would the Anklet of the Wind be found in the jungle? And the regeneration, sure. Surely, right? Surely? No way. You cannot make this up. This game is so garbage. I can't. No way! Whoa! What? What? Do you know how rare this block is? What? This is not the first time either. This is the second time this has happened to me. Second. This is like a 1 in a million drop. You know how rare that is? What? Yeah, that's kind of wild. I just pulled, from what I can tell, and I think,
is one of the rarest pets in this game. And that's pretty insane, especially for like the second time this ever happened to me. That's pretty damn cool. And I almost trashed it too. I almost threw it out because I didn't even realize that it was the dirtiest block. I don't know. I think that's really cool. I don't know. Anyways, back to the wands video. I need gold. Are you serious? You can't craft the ruby staff with platinum? I don't care what you have to say. I'm just gonna convert my platinum to gold. I don't care. I'm using my quality of life to craft. I never do that. By the way, whenever I play, I don't convert bars to make it kind of fair, even though it doesn't really make that much of a difference, but that's stupid. That's really stupid. I'm crafting my ruby staff, and I got an annoying one. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna just waste my platinum and my rubies and craft another one. You know, that's what I get. That's what I get for converting. I should just keep it like that. There you go. Look. Wow. Finally. Okay. Good. Are you serious? Bro, I'm just trying to mine, bro. There we go. I can't reach my own arena because I don't actually have a grappling hook. It is what it is, you know? Like, what can you do about it? Quite a bit this fight. Wow. Well, that was easy. So now I had to find more diamonds since I was this close to making the diamond staff. So I just went ahead and spent about, let's say around 20 minutes mining for 3 or 4 more diamonds. Yeah, that took forever. Holy crap. That took forever. I got brain rot from mining that long. And a diamond staff. So now that I'm pretty much fully prepared, I just had to grab a couple more accessories, mainly just the red balloon, the lucky horseshoe, and the celestial magnet. These are going to be a big help, as they always are. Well, not the magnet, but the magnet is useful now that I'm a mage, and it will be useful, especially later. And with these, I'm pretty much ready to fight the next bosses, which is going to be the brain first. Okay, wait, I'm gonna bomb this, and I'm just gonna run. Alright, I'm gonna run. Wait, I didn't buff. Buff. Drink faster! We doing this raw, bro. Surely, right? Oh my god. There we go. Nice. That wasn't too bad. Well, now that he's out the way, for some reason, I really didn't need to kill the brain right now since there's no real benefit to doing it at the moment. I could have had an easier time if I killed Skeletron first, but it's whatever. It's fine. He's dead. That doesn't matter. It's time to kill Skeletron. And this time, I decided to be stupid and not build anything at all and probably had one of the most closest Skeletron fights I've ever had. Most closest. Does that make sense? Is that like a thing that you can say? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, here's the fight. I forgot to bring the stuff to fight the boss with. I'm so stupid. I'm gonna fight him just like this because I'm even dumber. This is gonna be... this is just not gonna work, you know? Like, this is just not gonna work. I'm dead. You know, it was the thought. You know, this is terrible. I don't know why I did this. This is actually terrible. Please. It just went right through. Are you serious? Stop! Just break it. Thank you. Okay, now it's just gonna become hell because how am I gonna dodge this? There's no way this is possible. How did... Star, please. You're so worthless. I'm gonna die. You're so annoying. Yo, wait. Wait, I think it did hit him. It did 1,000 damage. No way. That's crazy. I shouldn't have won this fight. I got really close to dying. No way. Who needs an arena? So yeah, that was a pretty interesting fight. I mean, it was my own fault why the fight was like that. I should have just built an arena, but I just did not want to go all the way back home and then run all the way back. It's so tiring. I just wanted to fight him now, and I paid the price. Luckily, we did succeed, and it was painful, but it's all good. We're in the dungeon now. So now that we're here, the list of items we need is basically just the magic missile and the aqua scepter. These two weapons in particular are huge for us in terms of pre-hard mode and hard mode. They're going to be our main source of damage. We need them both. Now, as for something like the Cobalt Shield, I'm not too sure if we got it. I think I skipped it this time around because you don't necessarily need it on Mage. So I skipped it and I picked it up later. But after picking up those two, it was time to start preparing for the Wall of Flesh. So I got everything I needed for the Molten Pickaxe, and I started setting up the arena. I made it as long as possible It shouldn't be too difficult, especially since we have the Aqua Scepter and the Magic Mirror. One has piercing, Aqua just goes straight through the Hungry, and the Magic Mirror just does pretty good damage. Like, a lot more damage than I remember it doing. So, you know, this fight shouldn't be too much of a problem. And I don't remember it being a problem. I'm pretty sure it was a breeze. Ah! Oh, I got my magic potion. I'm about to say, no way. Oh yeah, this is gonna be cheese. No way. This is gonna be so cheesy. Okay, look at that. This should be just about cleared. Nice. Magic emblem. I got a melee emblem again. I'll shimmer that over because I kind of need to. Okay, so we're finally into hard mode, and the first thing I'm going to do is try to get this emblem changed. I kind of want to do it as soon as possible because my goal is to use the magic missile or even the aqua scepter as my main weapon. So I'm going to need as much damage as I can get. And since all my accessories are going to be reforged to warding for the best defense, I'm going to need some type of damage. So getting this shimmered over to the sorcerer emblem is going to help us with that extra little bit, and it's definitely a huge difference. We need every little bit of damage we can get. And now after this, I start destroying altars so I can start getting some ores. We got the usual cobalt, mithril, adamantite, you know, the original ores that were in the game. Nothing too special. And I did get sidetracked by the spider biome because the spiders have a staff called the poison staff. And this one kind of interested me. I don't remember it being good or bad, so I kind of just wanted to farm it up and get it. It did take quite a long time to get, so that kind of sucked, but I did get it. And then I found out that it kind of just sucked. This was not worth the 20 or 30 minutes it took me to get it. Yes, I took that long to get it. That just was not worth it. The staff is not good at all, and it has no range. I mainly wanted it for range so I could try to fight the twins, but it sucks. It is what it is. Anyways, I went back to mining, and I got myself a full set of adamantite so I can start preparing for the twins fight. The twins is going to be my first goal since they dropped the rainbow rod, and that is the best weapon that I can get for quite a bit, I think. Because the rainbow rod, in my eyes, is a pretty good weapon overall to use from now all the way until the pillars. And even on the Moon Lord, like, this weapon can be used from now until the end. So it's definitely going to be a huge help trying to get that out the way. Let me try and find the hollowed biome. I need this to start preparing to get the rainbow rod.
So yeah, I started farming up the materials for the rainbow rod, which didn't really take too long. And I got enough materials for the mechanical eye. So now it's just the time to see if I can beat this boss with the magic missile. And this was a stretch, I'll be honest.
I don't know if this is going to be the first time I just fought the twins with a magic missile, but it may or may not work, you know? This will definitely work. It'll just take a while. Other than that, this is completely doable. Wow. It's just going to be very difficult because I didn't set up a full arena, so this is going to take a while. Yo, fuck off. How? How do you land like 6 straight shots on me in a row? Yo. Okay, I think I got it. Ooh, that was a lot closer than I wanted it to be, but it worked. That's beautiful. No way. I was way too close. Way too close there. Holy crap. Oh boy, you know what this unlocks? Open that treasure bag, and there it is. Yes, that's beautiful. Yes.
Finally, we have an actual weapon. Again, this basically confirms the fact that we're pretty much set until Moon Lord. After this point, I grinded up the twins 2 more times so I could get a full set of hollowed, just in case I have a bit of an issue with Skeletron and the Destroyer, which didn't end up happening. These 2 fights were really smooth and they went by really quickly. So not too much of an issue there. We're almost there, honestly. We are almost there. So to prepare for the next fight, all I really did was get a Celestial Emblem. Remember that magnet we had from earlier that I said will be useful now? Yeah, I just used that to make the Celestial Emblem so I could stack a bunch of damage and just make an arena in the jungle, and I'm pretty much ready to go for Plantera. As per usual, Plantera isn't something that you really have to prepare for since she's pretty easy, and she wasn't too bad this time around. She kinda got close to killing me, but we got her. Not too much of an issue. I feel like I've only died to Plantera probably once out of all the videos I've done on this game. Probably the easiest boss in the game.
Okay,
I think I'm gonna actually farm the dungeon first this time, because normally I skip it. Yeah, that's basically it. I pretty much decided that for the one time in, I think, any of these runs, I'm actually gonna go farm the dungeon first, because I'm kind of at risk of dying here. I'm a mage with low defense and limited weapon options. I feel like I've done this before without upgrading my weapon, but this time I'm gonna play it safe and try to get at least Master Ninja gear. Or so I thought.
No way, the first one I killed dropped the shadow beam. Are you serious? And it's mythical? What the hell? What? I guess we have another weapon. Okay, I mean, sure.
Yeah, so apparently the Shadow Beam Staff, a mythical one, dropped on my first Necromancer kill, which is pretty insane. Now, normally I don't use this weapon. After the nerf, like a way long time ago, I actually thought it was pretty garbage. I don't remember it being this good. Like, it's not amazing, but it's still something that was pretty much essential to the end of this run. So, man, that was a really good drop. And I was really here for Master Ninja gear, and I kind of wanted to try the Spectre Staff because I never really used it. The problem being, the Ragged something, whatever the guy's called, only spawned once, and I never seen him again. So I just gave up on that, and I decided to settle for a little less. So I started farming for the Spectre gear. Since I always use Hollowed, I tried to switch it up a bit. I'm gonna use Spectre gear. Not the regen one, because that one's garbage. The damage one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I can't keep farming for stuff and it just doesn't drop or the enemies don't spawn. So I settled for what I had and I pretty much just went straight for Golem. This fight, as per usual, gets a bit questionable sometimes, but overall he's pretty easy. It's a silly boss. I'm not really a big fan of Golem. I don't think anybody is. He's kind of a joke, but yeah, I mean, at least we got that out the way, right? Okay, that was a little too close. Yet again, I don't know why I'm cutting it close, but it's okay. We got it. We got it. There's definitely things I could bring, like honey or boss statues, but I'm not doing that because I'm lazy, and it's almost making me pay the price. All right, now we're getting closer and closer and closer to the finish, and by closer, I mean we're literally 2 bosses away, and by 2 bosses, I mean Cultist and Moonlord, because I don't count the pillars. They're kind of just slop. I really don't like the pillars, but anyways, I summoned the Solar Eclipse. Yeah, that's right. As per usual, the Celestial Shell is pretty much a must-have accessory on any build. I don't think there's any single build that doesn't use a Celestial Shell. I mean, you gotta be crazy. This thing is literally essential. I get that, and then I tried farming for the Golem's little, what is it called? The Eye of the Golem? Yeah, that took like 30 Golem fights, I kid you not. And while doing that, he did drop the Earth Staff, which is a weapon we can use. And I found out that it's not too bad, It's pretty good. It's pretty good at farming the same enemy it dropped from, but, that's about it. I mean, hey, at least it was used for something. I mean, it did eventually drop. I got the critical eye for the extra 10% critical chance, just in case we need that little bit of damage, which we definitely do. And now we're pretty much ready to go on and fight the Cultist, which I don't even have to explain this fight. It's the Cultist. It's easy. It's boring. Yeah, that's it. It's the Cultist. He's done. And now to the fun part, my favorite part of every single video I make on this game is the pillars. I love this part so much. Can't you tell? Like, this is my favorite part. My favorite part. Yes, this part is so fun to me that at this point I stopped speaking from this point until the end of the video. I was done. I was checked out. I can't. These pillars are so mind-numbing. Your mind goes numb. Yes, it does go numb from playing this game and doing the pillar fights. It's not fun. Please. I'm sorry. I hate these pillars. Anyways, we're on to Moonlord. Moonlord wasn't that bad. The first attempt did not go that well, but I did realize that using the rainbow rod kind of screws you over because it has tracking. So what it'll do is it'll track its closest target, and that'll lead it to hitting the eyes you don't want it to hit. So what you have to do is you have to target the middle eye using, preferably, I don't know, a weapon that doesn't track, and the only one I have is the Shadow Beam. This did take a while, but if you unleash the eyes too early, you're gonna have too much stuff going on at once and you're gonna die. Like, there's no way of living. So using the staff, I'm able to lower all the eyes' health individually, destroy them at the same time, and the rest of the fight is pretty much just waiting. It's the easiest part of the fight. Once you got all 3 eyes out at the same time, you just kite, you kill them, and that's it. That's it. We did it. Wands only has been completed officially, and I'll tell you what, it wasn't that bad, and it was a lot of fun, as per usual.